What's good, YouTube? This video is sponsored by Ubisoft. We will be taking a look into Assassin's Creed Shadows anime trailer. Okay, so first off we have is this video with Yasuke. So let's take a look. Is that the man that killed his leader? Because that's who he was. I think that's from what I remember with the Yasuke story. That's who he was training with. This is dropping on March 20th, guys. So let's replay it back and take another look at Yasuke's trailer one more time. Now I have watched the Yasuke's anime that came out like a few years back. That particular story was actually really good. It was thought of with him like he retired from fighting or something, because it just seemed like he was homeless. Felt like he was homeless, if I'm remembering correctly about the story. But he came to this village, and then but people around town, I want to say they knew him or they didn't know him like that. But anywho, a girl ended up being kidnapped, or her mom ended up being killed or something like that. But he ended up protecting this little girl who was like very powerful from enemies that were trying to get her. So I thought it was like an actually pretty good story. But let's rewatch this anime trailer with Yasuke one more time. So this is basically where he's facing off, and that's the leader right there. So I'm assuming that this is the enemy of the leader that he's facing off with. And there you have it. I think it's going to be a really cool story. So make sure you watch on March 20th. Okay. Now we are about to dive into Neho's anime trailer. So this is Neho's trailer. You see how lethal she is? She just seems so sneaky, and I like that. Man, I like that. Okay, we'll watch this back one more time as well too. So I don't know who he's supposed to be that she ends up killing. And then we saw her training with her dad at such a young age. Then their village got destroyed, and so she became this freaking warrior ninja, just out here killing people that kill her family village. So yeah, so to be able to see both of these come together in the anime will definitely be like an experience to watch. It definitely will be. So now we are about to dive into a little bit of the background of the animation. So what we will be seeing is what the animation looked like before they put all the colors and textures into the trailer. So we'll be taking a little bit deeper dive into that. Okay, so we are taking a deeper dive into the animation background. So the first up is this particular clip of Yasuke that was in part of the trailer that we watched in the beginning, where he was going head to head with the soldier, but a zoom up close up of this particular animation and how that was brought together when he was bringing out his sword. Like you can see the detail of this particular scene here. and how they merge all of that together. So let's replay that. Let's replay that. So you see, like, you can even see it in his eyes, like the animation that you get with his eyes is like very detailed, and I actually like that. I like that. I like to see very intricate details when it comes to anime. I haven't been watching much of them, but from the ones that I have seen, like the details and the animation of like the actual person's movements, their fingers, their lips, their faces, like all of that, what makes a really, along with the story, but that's what makes it a really good anime. It's just the fluidity of the characters' movement. You don't want to have them looking all choppy. But this next clip, background animation we are going to look into more detail is with Neho when she brings out her sword. So let's take a look at that. Let me slow it down for you guys so that way we can clearly see the animation more clearly in the video. So you see how the sword came out of her hand like that? Like the fluidity of it is like what makes it like a pretty good, I think it's pretty good. I'm not that any experience in animation, but to me, as someone that's a viewer that's watching from a user's perspective, from a user's perspective or a watcher's perspective, I mean, it looks good to me. But let's take another look at the animation again, because you see how it comes out behind the hand, like that particular animation right there, like that is just so detailed in how they brought all of that in. So next up we have another clip to watch, and this next clip is with Yasuke showing this enemy that's walking up to him in the frame, and we saw this particular enemy in the trailer as well. But let's take a background look at this animation. And in the animation, the drawing side of it, they really had him looking like he was barely there. Did you guys see that? Let's go back. So we're gonna rewatch the background animation of the enemy walking up to Yasuke. But as you can see, you see how opaque he look. He looks very invisible on the screen in the background on the particular animation drawing. But as you can see him moving up, then we'll see the actual, what it actually really looks like. So you see how they brought him into frame along with the fires is looking like, adding the color and texture and everything. So I think this anime is going to be really good. I think so. Fingers crossed. But I know it's going to be actually really good. But let's take another look at one more video of one more background anime. So this particular video is about Yasuke's. This is the scene where they do a close-up zoom of his face. It's like, look at the embers. Like, even though he's walking, it's like you really don't see the movement of the embers until it actually like comes into the next scene where they bring everything close together. So now you get to see what it really looks like when they add the details and coloring, and the way his eyes look. Like, his eyes definitely was like piercing. You know, you see that, you can clearly see that in both shots. And I think it's going to be actually a really good anime. I'm excited to watch it. But let me know what you guys think about the anime trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows. And thank you once again to Ubisoft for giving me the opportunity to take a good look, a deep dive or a first look into the anime trailer that is dropping on March 20th. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any brand new content that is coming out, as well as any more sponsored content from Ubisoft. Okay, and I'll catch you all later.